Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Alex, once again, with the EOT Newsflash, and we are going to be drafting some, this is Ravinca Allegiance. I just got back from my pre-release. I unfortunately went 2-3 despite having what I thought was a really good Gruul deck that splashed for a couple of blue cards. Hydroid Crassus was in there, and a couple of the other high-impact adapt cards from the Simic Combine were in there. Unfortunately, in 2 of my rounds, I just drew no lands, and that's like the worst way to play it. I pre-release just when you're not actually getting to play your deck, which is it is what it is. So unfortunately, that's kind of the way things went. But when my deck was doing what it was supposed to do, it was really awesome, and getting to curve out with Indra's Forerunners, the giant pig thing, was pretty sick as well. But thankfully, Wizards is kind enough to give us these little redemption cards here for a free competitive draft on Magic Arena. So that is what we're going to be doing tonight. Already got the code in here, so I don't have to worry about me trying and fumbling that again like 16 times. But before we jump into this, a couple of strategy pieces here. If you haven't drafted on Magic Arena yet, they're not actual people you're drafting against. They're actually bots that you're having to draft, that you're playing out against. And so while they're just that you can exploit them effectively. There's a couple articles on Channel Fireball that have talked about the exploitive nature of the arena draft bots. And so essentially what I'm going to be doing here is spending the first 4 or 5 picks, basically picking the best card from each pack, and then moving into whatever color is most open once the bots have kind of settled into their colors, and then and then just writing this to the draft out by picking up hopefully a lot of really playable cards in our colors even late into each individual pack. So I'm going to be hoping to get into probably Gruul or Simic here ideally, but however the packs lay is however the packs break is however the packs are going to break. So let's see what happens here and get right into it. So we're going to go ahead and ticket entry. Bada boom. Okay, so let's take a look at things here. So I'm automatically Incubation Druid jumps out to me. This is our Black Lotus effect of the set. It's really good accelerator as well. Sneak is best in the gate deck. Light at the stage is good if you're playing Rakdos. Basilica Haunt's not terrible, but is in that. But we have to commit to that double color right there. So green is pretty weak in this pack. The only color colored is Sony Strength here, which is perfectly fine trick. But I think we're gonna go with Incubation Druid. The other nice fact is that the drafts aren't timed, so we can sit here literally and talk about picks and think through our lines here all we want, which is always fun. But let's go ahead and take an Incubation Druid and hopefully stay in green. Okay, awesome. So we are definitely going to be able to go into Simic here. So the Johnny in me, the Timmy, whatever the hell the psychographic is, wants me to pick Simic Ascendancy, which is, this card is just stupid. Then there's Gyre Engineer, which is also quite powerful and a good accelerator. This lets you this is the sync that lets you do things in Simic, which I'm gonna go with the Simic Ascendancy. We're gonna have some fun with this. I don't care. Ascendancy is the pick here, and I think that gives a clear indication that green is pretty open here. So that's a good thing for us. So here we have Gatebreaker Ram, which is fine if we get into that kind of space. We have Rampaging Rendhorn is also pretty good here. Slimebind is interesting, but I think I'm more just to take the creatures here. I think I'm going to take Rampaging Rendhorn and stick with our green colors, and yeah. Again, to have the +1/+1 counters are huge here for Simic, so I think that's where I'm going to go. Not super high on Slimebind. It's more of a Azorius kind of thing there. So I think Rendhorn's the pick here. I could also see an argument for Open the Gates if we're going to try and go to the gate deck. And I also wouldn't fault you for taking Gatebreaker Ram here either. Yeah, so I like Rendhorn here. Yeah. Let's see what we got here. So we've got Reclamation, which might be good for our Ascendancy, which I think that might be the pick here. We've got Brush Strider here and Savage Smash, which is good if we're going to go into a third color, but I don't think I'm going to go that direction just yet. So I think the pick here is Reclamation, and yeah, just go from there. Okay, what do we have? So Regenesis is good, you know, for the long game, but it only is really just drawing us 2 cards effectively here. We have Root Snare, which is, you know, good for defensive plays. Humongulous is good. If we can get like counters on it, it's really powerful. And then Guildgate is also, you know, a consideration here. I think I'm going to take Humongulous here and just use that as part of our, you know, game plan to just make our guys big and, you know, Simic Ascendancy onto those guys. Okay, so let's see. Prying Eyes is or not Prying Eyes, but Ghost Pile is really good here, I think. It's really the only card that I'm actually interested in taking. High Alert's no good in our deck right now. We don't really need any acceleration to lock it here. So I think Ghost Pile is going to be good for us here, so we'll take Ghost Spiral. Let's see. So there's another Humongulous. We have Shimmer of Possibility. I like Territorial Board just fine. It's pretty good. Good early drop for us. I think it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be our pick here. Yeah, nothing else really jumps out to me. So it'd be, you know, playable here in our call. So I think we're gonna take the board here. This card's, you know, pretty decent here and goes really nicely with some of our bigger creatures. You know, the Vigilance and the +1 is really good here. I'll take that. Okay, so here's Steeple Creeper, which is good with our Territorial Board. The rest of the pack is pretty, you know, non-existent for us. So we're just going to take the Creeper. And next we have Stony Strength, which I think might be the pick here. I'm torn between that and the Guildgate, just so we have the ability to go into that 3rd color. But I think the Strength is where we're going to be at best, so we can get things on, you know, like onto the Incubation Druid and, you know, really take advantage of those +1/+1 counters here. So Strength is good. We don't need another reclamation here, so Steeple Creeper is going to be another pickup here. Good card. It's not like great, but, you know, it's certainly serviceable. Having it be a 2-drop or a 2-power guy is it's kind of irritating. But, you know, it is what it is. But I think opening gates here is going to be good for us, so it's going to get ourselves some land, and if we have any gates, we can do that as well. So we'll take that. Here, Brush Strider is the pick. Again, it has that, you know, unfortunate state of being a 2-toughness creature, but it's still, you know, a good card filler here. Here, I think I'm just going to take the Root Snare and lock it and Humongous. Okay, cool. So another one of those. No complaints there. Okay, let's see what we have. So Hallowed Fountain, you know, good value, but, you know, not what I'm interested in doing there. So Petramander is really cool, but we don't have a whole lot of instants and sorceries to make it worth it, so I'm not super excited about that. Wayfinder, I was not super high on this card, but I've heard a lot of people talk about this card in a much more positive light, so it's a good 2-drop that will effectively guarantee you a land or your next creature that you need, so I'm thinking I'm going to take that, and hopefully we can wield like Slimebind or Scuttlegator here. Scuttlegator's a little expensive for what it does, but it's still a pretty powerful card here, so yeah, and then putting +1/+1 counters on it with the Ascendancy is pretty good as well, so let's take the Wayfinder here. Next we have a couple choices here. So we can take Steeple Creeper, Gross Spiral number 2, which I think might be the pick, or I might take the Guildgate actually. Yeah, I'm not super high on any of these other creatures here. I'm almost going to take like Savant here and just have that ability just to scry a little bit. I don't think we don't want another Steeple Creeper here, and the Guildgate is, you know, it's nice to have, but I don't think we need it. So yeah, I think I'm going to take a Sadro Savant here and just use have that scry being a nice little bonus effect here. Okay. Okay, so there's some good cards here. So Galloping Lizrog is just absurd. This card is so goofy. And we also have Applied Biomancy, which I get to something really cool with this card. So a quick aside, this card is actually quite powerful. So my opponent has Eyes Everywhere, which is the enchantment that lets you scry 1 every upkeep. And you can sacrifice it, or you can trade control of it by paying 5 and a blue and take control of another permanent on your opponent's side of the board. And my opponent did that. And as I was making an attack, and so they're like, oh, I'm just going to, steal this creature, and I'm going to block with it. And I had applied Biomancy in my hand to bounce my own creature back to my hand, pump my other guy, get through for some damage, and basically completely remove the advantage he was getting off of his Eyes Everywhere. Like, he was just, like, completely demoralized the rest of the game. It was quite funny, actually. So I don't want to take the Biomancy here just yet, but I think the Lizardrog's going to be really good for us, and we're just going to go with this and just make it be really big. Okay, what do we have here? So, Biogenic Upgrade is really powerful. Puts a +1/+1 counter on up to 1, 2, or 3 creatures, and you double those counters. There's also Mammoth Spider, which is quite powerful. We currently have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 creatures. Which isn't a whole lot right now, so man, I'm actually really torn here. So the Biogenic Upgrade is really powerful, but at the same time, we need more creatures in our deck as well. I think we can get more creatures, so I think I'm going to take the time to pick a powerful spell here in Biogenic Upgrade, and just try and get more creatures, obviously, as we draft more here. So Swirling Torrent's really powerful here. This card's really gross. Coral Commander is just really underwhelming, and we have Axebane Beast here. Again, I'm going to go with the more powerful card here and just pick up more creatures in the later pack. So Swirling Torment, this card is just absurd in what it does. Puts a creature on top of its library and bounces another creature. Super powerful set for 6 mana. Okay, so here's another Biogenic Upgrade, which I don't want to take. Oh no, this is killing me here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 creatures. So I think here I'm going to take the Biomancy here, just as a tempo play. Obviously this would be nice to have another one of these, but it's just so expensive. So Fairy Duelist is also of interest here as well. That might be the pick here, just as another creature. So yeah, I'm going to take Fairy Duelist here. It's another creature, and it's a good tempo play for us. Okay, so now we're getting... Okay, good cards are here. Good cards are here. So Riddle in the Wild is definitely of some interest here. It lets us do some pretty dumb things with Open the Gates. Or, not Open the Gates, but with the rest of our deck with all the +1/+1 counters in it. But Enraged Ceratok is quite powerful here. And, like, this card's just so gross. So I'm going to take the Ceratok here. So we have another Steeple Creeper, which I don't want any more of these, really. We have Quench here, it's kind of interesting. This might be a good... I don't know if I want to take this or not. Yeah, we'll take the Quench here. It's fine. What do we got? Okay, now we can take Slime Bind, I think. Or maybe we want to take Scuttle Gator as a huge sort of top end for our deck. Yeah, we'll take the Gator. We'll take the Gator. Okay, so another Open the Gates. Okay, I'm gonna take... Oh, man. Like, our colors are so open right now, which is fantastic. So, here... I don't want to take the Guildgate because we're already in our colors pretty heavily. We don't need to prioritize lands here. So I think, like, it's either Growth Spiral or Steeple Creeper. So currently we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 creatures in our deck. And we're going to get a lot more in the next pack. So maybe we do want another Growth Spiral here, just so we can have more card advantage, which I think is going to be important. Yeah, we'll take another Spiral here. I think that's right. Okay, Simic Locket's fine here. I do not want to be playing Cerulean Caretaker. This card is so slow and so bad, so not interested in that. So the Simic Locket's fine if we need it. Here, okay, cool. Mammoth Spider Wield, that's awesome. It's another 5-drop though, and we've already got Rendhorn and Lizrog here. But we do have the acceleration for Yeah, I'll take the Spider here. Spider's just too good. And we'll take Axebane Beast. This is a card I actually wanted to wheel. It's just, you know, really weak, unfortunately, but it is what it is. Here we'll take the card that can beat our Ascendancy. And Deface. Okay. What do we got? So, Font of Agonies is a card that doesn't actually do anything in Limited. You can't actually activate it. So here, I think I want to take a Territorial Boar here. And just go that direction, and just have another creature to play with. Speaking of eyes everywhere. Card's not good. Card is not good. So here, I think I want to take Titanic Brawl. This card's really powerful. Really good stuff. Yeah. And we definitely need to be prioritizing creatures here, so that's definitely something to think about. Oh, and there's a good one. Here's a good one. Aeromunculus. This card is awesome. So definitely taking this one. And if we can wheel, you know, like Biomancy, Brawl, Spider, even Essence Capture isn't horrible either, but I think the Aeromunculus is just what we want to be in right now. Adept is such a powerful mechanic to be able to work with. Okay, so here, I think another Lizrog is our pick. Obviously, we're getting pretty heavy on 5-drops, but we're getting really good 5-drops here, too, so I think that's fine. Although there's an argument for Stony Strength, but, yeah. We have a lot of 5s. A lot of 5s, and we might be able to wheel that Lizrog at this point. So I'm going to take... Oh, no, Gilding. It's just the better pick. It's just the better card. Okay. So here we have a Guild Gate, which I'm not interested in. We've got a Duelist, which I think I'm going to be the pick here. Yeah, Duelist is good. And maybe we can wheel this Sagittarius Volley here for if we need it. Another Swirling Torrent. Good lord. Jeez. I don't want 2 of them. We're not a very, like, late game deck, but I do want another Titanic Brawl. Here, this pack is trash, so we'll hate draft for that because reasons. We don't have any red. We have Deface. We'll just take the take Vampire here. Stony Strength. Okay, so Rebel Slinger is a good pickup here. I like this card plenty. It's a decent little blocker for those Afterlife tokens. Essence Capture I will take. We'll take the Guild Gate reasons. We'll take Gate Colossus. Okay, yeah, so that's pretty much... Alright, so that's our deck. And what I'm going to go ahead and do, I just take out, whenever I do this, I just take out every card that we drafted. I don't like how it puts it all over there just in your deck automatically. And this lets us see a little bit better what we're actually working with. So I would have liked to have seen maybe another bomb or two come across our way, but, you know, it is what it is. Okay, so I like to go through and put the creatures in first. Just kind of fill up our curve a little bit. So start with all the creatures that we're thinking about playing. So Duelist is probably gonna make it, as is Savant. Humongulus is okay to put in. Incubation Druid, Wayfinder. Yeah, so basically, we're gonna put every creature we have that might make the deck into our pool right now. Okay, that's already 34 cards, so that's actually not terrible, because that still leaves us room for our growth spot. Oh yeah, I still have like Lizard too. Okay, so we have 4 more spots, so that's actually not horrible. We are really 2, 3, 4, 5. We were really heavy on the 5 drops though, so that makes me a little bit hesitant here. And we're also not even playing our brawls yet either. So this gives us 4 spots. we don't have our... Okay. So now we can go through here and kind of take out the cards that we're not super excited to play a bunch of, and kind of work backwards from there. So, Humongulus is pretty underwhelming at 5, and we already have Spider and Rinhorn, so we can take out both Humongulus here. That puts us at 5 now. Because we definitely want some kind of removal. Like that's like you want to have some kind of removal in your deck here. Let's see. Like Axebane Beast is so like low impact here. I like Creeper over Brush Strider just because I can make it fly. So we'll put Brush Strider here. And I'm just trying to find all of the cards we can cut right now to make room for our better cards here. So Torrent, we want to be able to play here. So we have 5 spots left now. So obviously we want Ascendancy. So that gives us 4. So 4 spots. Or maybe we just don't have to worry about, like, removal here at all. So our Stony Strengths are not in the deck right now. Alright, Growth Spiral is a good card. So Reclamation just doesn't do anything. So how many cards do we have with Adapt? So we don't have that many, actually. All we're really working with is Simic Ascendancy. So I think... I'm not super high, so I think I'm more... I think I'm higher on Stony Strength than I am on Titanic Brawl here. Yeah, like, the fight's good, but the Strength might just be better for our deck. So I think we have 4 slots. So we definitely want Biogenic Upgrade, for sure. So I think I'm going to do, like, 2 Strength and 1 Brawl here. It really kind of sucks that we're, like, our colors are so open that we're having to, like, really choose between, like, between so many high-impact cards here is really kind of funny to me, actually. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 creatures. That's good. That's good. Yeah, I like this. I don't know if I'm like... Yeah, well, let's go with this. Let's go with this. Yeah, this is... I like this, yeah. Okay. Let's do this. And I don't know if we're actually doing a best of 3 game or best of 3 games, or these are best of 1s. The packs competitive draft, so I don't know. We're gonna play first. This hand is... I think we're gonna mulligan this because we only have 2 of our... Yeah, well, let's mulligan this one. Yeah, this is much better, yeah. Keep. Oh yeah, absolutely. Keep Homunculus on top. Awesome. Yeah, if you haven't played Arena yet, like the interface is so clean. Everything just looks so much better. Like I get the functionality of having, you know, like older formats isn't really a thing right now. If they were put like modern in here, I'm gonna be super hyped, and I will buy all my decks for Arena on modern, or modern decks on Arena. But as it stands right now, this is just like my favorite way to draft right now. Hands down. Hollowed Fountain. Okay, cool. So, just gonna play out the board here. I think we're just gonna hold with Fairy Duelist until we have like a reason to actually worry about an attack or a block. Let's see what our opponent has for us. Okay. I might even be inclined to, like, if they play a 2-drop here, to attack with the board into it, and then use the Duelist to, like, blink its attack and possibly trade. Screaming Shield. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. No attacks. We're just gonna keep playing our guys out, and I really hope they don't. Like, I hope this isn't their game plan. I'm gonna be so sad. Okay, cool. So we're not gonna adapt yet. Oh, no, 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 no. No, undo that. Undo that. Oh, shoot. Yeah, that was a mistake. Okay, I mean, did not mean to do that. So now they have like a trick here. We're just like up a creek. Oh, it does play around to the. Oh, okay. They had it too. So that's fine. That's fine. That doesn't really do anything. Yeah, so basically what happened there, I just got a little overzealous with the actual activation of the adapt trigger there. I should have attacked and then, you know, obviously passed the turn. So, you know, it's not the end of the world, but it's still kind of frustrating that does happen, you know, if you're not familiar with how the interface actually is working all the time. Okay, cool. So we are drawing lands, which is great. Yeah, so we're gonna go to combat. Attackers, see what if they're gonna do anything. And we'll see what they do this time. Okay, cool, so no block. Awesome. So we're gonna go ahead and play out our board. And now we have duelists for their end step. So this is going pretty well so far. End the turn. Screaming Shield. What are they doing? Yeah, they're gonna go to attack if they want to. Cool. Yeah, we're gonna splash Duelist in here just to keep the pressure on. Also worth noting, they missed a land drop. And we have not. So here, like, I'm just gonna attack with everything. It's entirely possible they just don't have any spells to cast in their hand right now, which is totally fine with me. Yep. Gonna get there for 5. Sweet. There's probably a line there where we cast Galloping Lizarog, because we're still beating through with the Homunculus. Ooh, hi. Oh, okay. All right. Sure. So, okay, now we have to actually be careful here, so we can't attack with everything, which is fine. So we're still gonna get in there with the Homunculus. And now here we're gonna play the Lizrog. And we are going to take a +1 counter. I guess that's how it's going to work. Wait. It didn't. Ah, okay. So I honestly, I didn't know how to actually to do that then. Crap. No big deal. No big deal. Oh boy. Probably a good thing I didn't do that now. So yeah, we're kind of up a creek right now. We can't really do anything. This is just stonewalling us right now. Well, the high alert's what's the issue right now. So this is... Ah! Okay. This could be problematic. Okay, so high alert is actually gonna do something this game. So, yeah, unfortunately we just can't. So we got 6 attackers on their 4 blockers. None of our creatures are gonna get through right now. This card is really messing us up right now. Unreal, wow. So yeah, I do wish that I'd been able to figure out how to make this thing actually work. We would have a 5/5 right now with Lizrog. But as it stands right now, we are just kind of not doing a whole lot. Uh-oh. What is going on? Oh no! It is their game plan. They're gonna try and mill us out. Oh no! Oh dear. Ah, okay, that's a good card. Yeah. Oh dear. Oh no! Okay, so yeah, okay, so didn't hit any of our, like, good cards here. That's good. That's good. God, this is, okay, so this is actually a very real thing right now, that they're going to try and mill us out. This is, oh god, it's an 8/8 now when it attacks? Ugh. Well, we might be in trouble here. Oh, jeez, unreal. So yeah, we're gonna take the hit here, just one time. Ugh, not what I wanted to draw here. Let's see if blockers for the courier now. Oh, man. I can't believe we're actually going to lose to this card right here. This is unreal. Just every turn I'm going to be able to untap something. Yeah, so right now the shield's actually generating 6 cards a turn now. What are they doing? Ah, okay, yeah. So right now, what am I thinking about getting to be able to draw here? This time, we are going to block. My turn. That's not what I want to do. Yeah, we have just gotten completely blocked out here. This is so bad. They have 3 flyers against our 3 flyers. Yeah, I really don't think we have a way to win this game anymore. Yeah, this is just their game plan now. Yeah, we have to find a way to... Oh. I'm gonna readapt. Yeah, I don't think we have a way to win this game anymore. Like, we're just spinning our wheels now. And if they were just activating the shield, we would just be... Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and concede this game. This is not... We're not gonna win this game. I don't want to waste my time, and I don't want to waste your guys' time. If it is best of 3 like it is. Okay, cool. So here, we do want to have some ways to fight their creatures. So I think I'm going to cut the Stony Strengths for Titanic Brawls and be able to beat them down. So we have both in our deck now? Okay, cool. Is there anything else we could do here to make this a little bit different for us? I don't think so. Yeah, so we'll put another... So... Okay. Okay. So now we know that's going to happen. Things you don't expect to see. Oh, this hand sucks. Okay, cool, yeah. Awesome. Yeah, we're going to scry, try to find a land. Okay, so this is effectively a land here, so we'll keep a Wayfinder. As much as I'd like to leave the Simic Ascendancy, I think it's going to be important for us to play the Wayfinder and set up our next draw, obviously, is what we want to do. So we knew we were going to draw that. So we play Wayfinder, looking for a land. Aw, man, that sucks. So as much as I'd like to keep this is... it's so... Don't be bad, Alex. Don't be bad. Yeah, we have to take the land here, unfortunately. Like, as much as I'd like to take our Black Lotus, we need to be a little bit more intelligent about things. And so here... Creeper, no attacks. Like here, we just need to make more creatures on the board and just start attacking as soon as possible, so we don't get wrecked by that ridiculous enchantment. So here, when you play this, we can scry, find some lands. Hopefully I don't get countered. Oh no! Crap. Oh gosh. This is just the worst. We're not attacking anymore, so we might as well get this guy out of line. So, at least this way, if we don't draw any more lands, we can just continuously activate the Ascendancy and hopefully get there. So that's the plan right now. It's not a very good one, mind you, but it's a plan. Good grief. Good grief. It is... almost midnight. I've been playing Magic for almost 7 hours now. Good golly. Glassing has Defender. Okay, okay. So 3. Still don't want to do this. Okay, so actually I'm gonna wait. Then on their end step, flash in Fairy Duelist, pop it with Stony Strength, get a counter on. Okay. We're gonna do it too. Which is fine, which is fine, which is fine. Yeah, this obviously not good right now. We are not in a strong position, except for the fact that we currently have no threats right now, I guess. Yeah, until they find High Alert, we're relatively safe, so... Oh crap, that's not good. That's really not good. That card's good. Card's real good. Oh, we need to blow him out! Yes! Oh no, wait, no we're not. Because of this stupid thing. Unfortunately, negative damage does not grant life. Yes, you see my master plan! Okay, cool, so we draw a land, that's good. Yeah, I honestly think, like, my game plan needs to be just use Simic Ascendancy to keep Fairy Duelist growing bigger. And you know, if we can find mana from Mammoth Spider, that's going to be awesome, and if not, we're going to be in a lot of trouble. I only have one card in hand. Could be that bad, right? Surely. Surely. That's a thing. What do they have? Oh, shoot. Alright. Alright. Which they... So it's 8? So 3... 1 mana away till they have activation on it. Good grief. Alright, so good land. That's good. Unfortunately, let's take a turn off of doing that. Play Spider. We just can't attack right now, unfortunately. So they don't draw a land. What's they do? It immediately adapts. God. Bad days, bad bears. So unfortunately, sometimes you just don't draw spells. Lands that you need. To cast spells that you need to win games of Magic. Kinda sucks, but it is what it is. Obviously we're not attacking. Bad idea. End the turn. And we couldn't even, like, we can sacrifice our entire board to Scuttle Gator, and we just, like, lose it. Now we're boned. Now we are absolutely ruined. Oh, gosh. All he has to do is turn his creature sideways. All he has to do. 6, 10, 12, 15, 18, a zillion. Yeah, you know, I don't want to waste time for you guys. I'm going to be pragmatic here. That was just absurd. To not draw any land and then just, like, beat down by that. But hey, we're going to keep going. Like, I was really hoping this was going to be, like, a really awesome, like, 7-0 with a great deck. Will this get uploaded if it's terrible? Probably. Will I appreciate? Do I want that to be a thing? No. Yeah, this is a keep. Yeah. So we got a 2 and a 3, or 2, 4, and then a big play here. It's good. Lands and cast spells. It's awesome. Awesome. We're drawing, you know, playable spells. Scorpion! Get back here! Guild Mage. Alright, let's go with the Wayfinder here. Maybe we can find one of our higher power and cards. So I'm gonna go with the Monculus here. Monculus. This is one of the guild mages I wasn't too high on, but this one's actually pretty powerful. Like, against especially the bigger clans, like Roll and Simic. Far better than I thought it was going to be. So cheap to activate, too. 2's like so... is nothing in the late game. So good. So we're gonna put him to the test. Alright, you know. Didn't expect him to block, but it is what it is. I like that the Monculus actually gets underneath the guild mages. Ah, okay. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay. You were saying, Alex? Okay, so the fact that they're not playing anything is kind of nice. They probably just have more removal, which is, you know, a thing. Yeah, Grotesque Demise. Gross. So, kind of my game plan here is just to keep playing until we get to Biogenic Upgrade, and then just overwhelm the fact that their Guild Mage can't tap down everything. And just we're gonna try and go to town with this with Biogenic and just try and run him out of cards. That's a good one. It's not bad, not bad. So here... like, we're not under any pressure right now, which is good. So I think I'm going to take the time to just, like, spread out our threats a little bit more. Yeah, there's just no point in attacking. No, cancel attack. Good. Whoops. Bad day. Bad day. Okay. So our opponent's hand just doesn't seem like it's doing all that much right now, which is fine. So that's, you know, we'll see what they can do. That's a powerful magic card. That card's really good. Very powerful card. 5 mana, just absurd. Alright, let's see what we can do here. So Mammoth Spider just puts like the blocks on the Grasping Thrall, which is nice. So I think we're going to go that direction. We still don't have any good attacks, so no attacks. So it's +1/+1 countered on up to 3 creatures. So we're going to put one on Spider, Beast, and Creeper. I think, yeah. Seems reasonable. They're drawing lands, we're drawing spells. I like how they, you know, obviously put some interactive elements into the game board here. You know, mimicking that Hearthstone aspect. A little scorpion we can get. Yeah. Da, da, da. What are they gonna do? Maybe timeouts. Naturally. Okay. Okay. Biogenic upgrade. Yeah, and yeah. Would have been awesome to draw Ascendancy at some point before this. And then cast this spell. And just go ham. Would have been so cool. Oh, you're kidding. Ugh. Alright. So... big. So here, I'm not really going to attack. Like this is stonewalled here, so no attacks. So far we have played against a really powerful blue-white deck and a really powerful black-white deck. So these decks have been... so at least in my experience, when I was drafting a bunch of guilds of Ravnica, the decks were of all a relatively even power level. And just from what I've seen so far, like these 3 games, our opponents' decks have just been unbelievably powerful. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, you know. That's a thing. Yeah, I get beat down by that now. Man. God, we just have no good attacks right here, and the Guildmage is just, you know, ruining our day effectively. Yeah, we need to find, you know, one of our Titanic strengths here, or, you know, our Torrent. You know, we need a... we need something to be able to do something. We need to be able to do something. That's just, like, plain and simple. So I'm hoping this might be able to, well... this isn't going to be a whole lot of, you know, goodness going on here. Yeah, we just need, like, another... Okay, so there's that. Is that problematic for us? I'm not sure. I don't think so. This card's pretty unimpressive. Plenty of mana still available for the Guildmage. Card's so unreal. Oh, okay, awesome. So that was actually a great draw here. So that's what we needed to find. So the question is, like, the Guildmage is what's hurting us right now, not the Thrall. We can probably beat the Thrall eventually. It's like we just have to get rid of this thing right now. So we're gonna make obviously they're gonna activate it, you know, in response. Tap the beast down, which, you know, sucks. The only downside, having to wait for people to actually do things. Kerpow! Next. No attacks, unfortunately. So we're kind of at parity right now, which is kind of nice. Can I make this thing fly? And loses flying, but can I give it flying? I don't know. Let's find out. Haha! Maybe this does work? Oh my god, it does work! Holy... Okay, so we played that right at the pre-release then. Awesome. Did he see that? I'm not sure. Okay. So now... beat down Fairy Duelist. Awesome. Territorial Boar. Next. Alright. You're on notice here, buddy. Raleigh. You are on notice. Crap. Stonewall by the Pegasus. Ah, okay. That's a thing. So... they've only got 4 power. Ooh. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Yeah, okay. We're gonna see if this works. Okay. So we're gonna put the Crocodilia first. And then hope they don't have another removal spell in their hand. Mortify number 2 would just be a disaster. Okay. Alright, still not the end of the world. Still getting bigger. To damage. Oof. Survived. Awesome. Okay, alright, so this game isn't over yet. Still playing, still playing. Scorpion! Oh, alright. Cool. Can I sacrifice something? Okay, alright. Ooh. Those are 2 lands for sure. 100% lands. Ooh. Oh, okay. Alright. Alright. First things first. The Beast. Yeah. No. To damage. Alright. Now, do this. Okay, let's try to figure this out this time. Okay. Oh, there's a down button there. Okay. Take those counters, put them onto the Lizrod. Okay, we got it. We know how to do this now. Oh, doggy. Found a land. Indestructible, right? That's a relevant ability. Just gonna hold these lands now. Monstrous. Yeah, so this is a really good representation of just what Simic can do in the late game. You know, as long as you've been playing threats and using their abilities, this is going to happen pretty consistently. Creatures just get out of control for them. It's so cool. Okay, so we've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 toughness here. So obviously this is going first. And the rest of them are kind of whatever. If they sacrifice the Watchdog to make the Scavenger indestructible, which is fine, we'll trample them over for even more damage. So we'll see what they do. We'll see what they do. Yes, I want to do that. Brutal. Wait, how did that? 5, 6, 7? Oh, it was 7, 7. Derp. Maybe like one counter for that. That probably would have been right. Like without knowing they had Scavenger in their hand. Yeah, that's fine. You want to try it? Ooh, Incubation Druid. So they've got 1, 4, 5. Yeah, we're just gonna keep turning side with Axebane Beast, like over and over and over. Or is it more? Is it reasonable to attack with everything? Like throw the boars in there too? Because only the I don't see a ton of downside here. They've only got, like, obviously their creatures are bigger than mine in most cases, but we're still spreading out the damage to try and make them do something they don't want to do. We're still getting damage. Yeah, I feel like that's perfectly fine in our case. Black Lotus. Oh, we're still going to adapt this bad boy on the instant. Still going to adapt. 100%. Good golly, Miss Molly. And, like, we just attacked, right? He's on 3-5 now. Good lord, this card's so big. So good. Alright, we win again. Woo! So same thing as last time, we're putting a Titanic Brawl over a Stony Strength. Oh no, wait. What did we just cut? Fairy Duelist? Yeah, with the Fairy Duelist one. Stony Strength comes out. Yeah. I don't think there's anything else worth cutting here, so yeah. Alright. Still got it. Still got it. So yeah, other thoughts on Ravinca Allegiance in terms of like limited. The pre-release was pretty. I mean, it's not like super indicative of how good the sealed format actually is because the seeded packs obviously throw off the data pretty significantly. But I think just like on face, you know, your green guilds are going to be significantly better than your non-green guilds. So obviously Gruul and Simic are just, I think probably just the better guilds. So this is interesting. I like the filter ability from the Wayfinder to kind of clear things up for us. I think I'm going to keep this. We're on the draw. We already have 5 of our 17 lands in our deck, in our hands, so... Oh, we're on the play. Oh, okay. Alright, fine. I must have missed that. To be continued on that point. Cool. Brawl's good. Brawl's good. Wayfinder. Alright, let's see what we can find. Okay, so Munculus is really good. So we'll take Munculus here. But yeah, I like the green guilds just have the inevitability, just the mana sync ability from the Simic Adapt is so powerful. The ability to just have riot creatures, you know, effectively always be good, you know, early and late game is just utterly fantastic. Yeah, they just have a flexibility that the other guilds just frankly don't have, which I think is really powerful. Obviously, you know, the good Azorius cards are good, you know, when you're tempoing your opponents out, but you have to be, you know, I think ahead on board to make addendum cards, you know, worth casting in your main phase. I don't want to do that. So, you know, as much as I'd like to say, you know, Azorius is a good guild to play, it was impressive when I played against it because I was so far behind when I was having, you know, those tempo cards cast against me. But otherwise, they're all kind of, you know, mediocre at best. Okay, awesome. So we get to brawl again and take this thing out, because that's going to be super important. No! Gosh, oh, damn it. I did it again. Stupid Alex. Alright, we're going to attack. I don't know why I keep doing that. But yeah, so Azorius, you know, if you're ahead on board, the tempo cards are good, but if not, you know, it's kind of rough. Creatures, target creature gets control. Okay, cool, yeah, sure. Rakdos, I didn't play against any Rakdos decks tonight, I didn't see any in action, so I can't really comment on just how strong they are. And then Orzhov, you know, seems, you know, perfectly playable. You know, plenty good. Alright, so this is a 3-2, it's kind of underwhelming. This is going to be the problem here. Womp womp. Zippy. But I do think that Rakdos is going to be better in draft when you just have the ability to, you know, build your curve the way it needs to be. Kind of hit that 1, 2, and 3s. Maybe a couple 4-drops, but nothing beyond that. And then Orzhov obviously has a lot of good staying power, but I think you have to have so much go right for you in the early turns, and you'll be able to stall out and take advantage of your afterlife creatures and have a good way to close the game out. You know, obviously they have the best rare in the set, the Ethereal Domination, I think is what it's called, the enchantment that's the like the permanent zealous persecution effect, and you can still exile things out of your opponent's graveyard and get, you know, a life bonus. But yeah, just far and away, the green guilds are so much better. You know, mana sinks are always going to be super impressive in limited. It's -1/-1. Alright, yeah, not blocking. So much more impressive when you have things to do with your mana at all times, so it really just kind of speaks to just the power of, you know, green mana in this format here. So first what we're going to do, we're going to go to combat and bash with the Homunculus. Oh, blast. Oh, okay. That sucks. Yeah, we're just gonna drop. So we don't have any +1/+1 counters to take advantage of the Lizarog right now, so as much as I'd like to have gotten some value off of our Homunculus, you know, it is what it is. Opponent choked on lands right now is good for us. Also relevant that this is going to be able to it can't be blocked by either the Watchdog or the Plague Right. So that's pretty good. This card is really powerful. I was impressed by this thing all night. I had 2 in my deck for the pre-release. super powerful card. You know, it comes down so early, and just not a whole lot can really contend with it, especially with a backup pump spell. Makes this thing so hard to actually, you know, interact with, you know, profitably. Super good card. Super good card. Comes blocks. Okay. It's the final countdown. Ba-da-ba-ba, ba-da-ba-ba. Cast a spell. Not really all that impressive. Ba-da-ba-ba. Alright, what do we draw? So, yeah, unfortunately we have to, like, pass here. Like, I wish we could draw... You know, attacking just seems so bad here. We need to draw some action is what we need to draw here. Unfortunately, our opponent being choked on mana is good for us, but there will be a point, like, if we don't draw any interaction here or any way to pressure them more than we already have, which frankly hasn't been a whole lot, to be completely honest, we're going to be in pretty rough shape because eventually they're going to win out when they start drawing their lands. They start unlocking all of these more powerful spells in their hand, like we're doing with all these lands. So this is not good. Yeah, we need to find something to do with our mana. Actually, you know, it's super relevant that I could have been attacking with the Enraged Ceratok, and I completely forgot that I could have been doing that. Yeah, so that's kind of, you know, my bad, my bad. I did to be wary about the 1 mana +2/+2, which would be a huge blowout if they have it for the Hazda Officer, so something to think about. Maybe we can draw one of our pump spells here and have it safe for the Ceratok. Oof, that's a good one. That's a good one. Oh, man. Oh, Jesus. And again, we just can't do anything right now. And this is where I was talking about, you know, the Flood will loses out against Screw when you can just keep, when you finally unlock all of the spells in your hand. Eventually, you're just going to get to the point where you can just play spells. And we are having the exact opposite problem. Christ. What the hell? They've got to have something here. And they've got to have something here. There's no way they would just attack this like this. Oh my gosh. Oh man, we are... Now we're in trouble. Jeez. That was... Yep. Yep. We're in bad shape now. Yeah, that's... Not good. Not good at all. That was... Obviously they had something, but, you know, we couldn't just not block. That was... We were dead if we didn't block there. We've been so far behind. Okay, let's battle this one back here, guys. Let's do this. We're gonna play first. This is decent. Yeah. Should be able to draw, you know, to get to Galloping Lizrog. I was thinking about doing an actual like pet peeve episode of, you know, like for like an episode of the EOT Newsflash. You know, like what are your pet peeves when you play, when it comes to playing Magic? And like when it comes to playing online, it's having to wait for people to take action just drives me up the wall. Like sitting there, like I get it. Sometimes you have to think, but just like it seems to be like an inordinate amount of time passes when you're just sitting there and you have nothing to do because your opponent just is doing nothing. And it drives me up the wall. Hope we draw a land. Hey, we didn't draw a land, but here it is. I'm definitely attacking. Not that I think. But now we can use Titanic Brawl and do it on the Slinger instead of our Creeper. And get some damage, hopefully. So I'm hoping here the exact thing that happened to our opponent happens to us, where we draw not a lot of lands. Alright. Right on time. Okay, we're gonna see if they do it. Okay. Figured they would. Now let's see if they go for... It wouldn't surprise me if they sacrifice the Watchdog here. Alright, go. Okay, that's still tapped, that's fine. Definitely not attacking. Alright, so next turn, Ceratok comes down. Being pretty good shape right now, I think. Depending on what they play here. Scorpion! Come back! What is that? Does anybody know what that is? Like this timer X1? What is that? What? This. Yep. Oh, there's our ascendancy. Oh man. Shenanigans. Shenanigans. So I think I'm going to attack first, see what they do. I don't think they'll block. They might. Holding up this kind of mana is just so dangerous, though. Like, for them to block. Because there's so many cards that we could just, you know, possibly have is blow them out. So as much as I'd like to get down the Ascendancy... I'm gonna be a little bit more conservative and just play a creature and put them against, you know, up the clock. You know, this is cute and all, but it's not. It's cute, but it's not. Okay, let's see what's gonna happen. I like how the Ceratok kind of invalidates a lot of the creatures that are in the Orzhov deck. Not a bunch of high power creatures that can block this thing. Scorpion! Oh, they want to rumble! I'm not gonna block it. I think it's fine. Oof. Oh, my word. Alright. Alright. That's a problem. Oh, man. So we don't have enough mana to do what I want. So what I want to do, and I think I'm going to have to wait. So this is going to take some setup here, unfortunately, for us. So I'm gonna play Ascendancy here. Cross our fingers they don't have Mortify. And... so at the very least, we can still put a counter on the Rebel Slinger with the Ascendancy, so that we can at least sort of, you know, maybe dissuade them from attacking with the Thrall. Or for the Seraph, for that matter. Yeah. Okay, so this isn't terrible right now. So this card's just really good, though. Really good. So if we can draw a mana on our turn, we'll be in pretty damn good position to just, like, Alpha Strike? Or maybe. I don't know yet. It's a very close game right now. Yep, here's that patience testing aspect of Magic. And they're so clearly doing something, like they're highlighting the Seraph. They're looking at it. Yeah, okay, sure. So they're committing mana. Does this have lifelink? Just Death Touch. Okay, okay. Oh, yeah. Resolve. Alright. Okay, Arena. Weird flex. Okay. Dun 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 dun. Oh, fuck. Okay, so that's a lot of damage. That's 9. Fine. It's fine. Does he have Vigilance too? Why isn't this tapping? What is going on right now? Oh, because it untaps him, that's right. Derp. We are in a... Okay, so here... we might have to use our Steeple Creeper's ability to jump up and block for us. This card is gross. So gross. Yeah, so Steeple Creeper's going to hop up there. Block Seraph. They're going to get the Afterlife out of it. No, but it is what it is. And then hopefully Rebel Slinger is going to dissuade them from attacking with the Thrall as well. If they have another copy of this, though, we are just dead. That card is gross. Man. 4 mana. All that. Oh, hell. Son of a gun. Yep. Well, this could be a relatively quick exit. Yep. Cool effect. Oh, this is rough. Oh no, I can't do it. Oh man. Ugh. I thought I had enough for some reason. Wow. What a ass kicking. Oh, nice. What an utter ass kicking. Well, yeah, we're gonna do more. Sealed. Yeah. Yeah, definitely done for the night. That was rough. That was really rough. Yeah, sucks when you just get crushed like that. Those decks we played against were just very, very powerful. Yeah, I don't really know what else I can say other than we just got destroyed. So yeah, it was fun. I like playing Magic here, and we got to put some cool cards. Didn't really see the full power of our deck ever, but it is what it is. But yeah, thanks for hanging out, everybody, and yeah, I'll be doing more of this soon. So, laters.